ridiculous right now. Whew.
We got.
Okay, so 3 months ago I was at an event, Poetivity event, and somebody persuaded me to jump on the open mic, which I've been to loads of events before that, but I was like, no. I'm always that one in the corner going, no. But I did it, and I got the itch since I did it. So since then, I've been running around to all these events, jumping on stage, and I can't believe I'm actually headlining right now. This is ridiculous. But I thought I would start this set by letting you guys understand a bit about something that's very important to me. So as mentioned in my intro, I suffer from a condition called lupus. And there's a lot of people out there who still don't know about lupus. So I thought it was very important that I included that as part of this set so that everyone can at least say they've heard of it. At least they've heard of it. So if you associate me and be like, yeah, that's that poet that has lupus, then so be it. But I want people to know what is lupus. Tomorrow starts Lupus Awareness Month in the UK. So I challenge you all to at least once this month come in to share something about lupus. So just find out something. If it's even my post, just share something and tag it, #LupusWarrior, please. That would be great. So this poem is kind of a series of poems. They're like letters that I've written, short letters, one's a longer one, but then I titled it Loopy Letters. Okay, so we'll start off. Dear Lupus, I've been wanting to write you this letter for a long time, but I guess I didn't quite have the right words to say before. My life wasn't perfect, but it did have some semblance of order before you walked through the door. Actually, I don't think walked is quite the right verb to describe our first meeting. More like a hard, chaotic bump into my shoulder. That's a better way to describe our first greeting. I had no idea you were more than just a passing wind. But that very moment was precisely where our lifelong story begins. So here we are, years later, having been through our highs, lows, flares, stares, makeups, breakups, the most dysfunctional couple. Yet against all the odds, we're still going strong. I learn more and more about you with each passing day, and you teach me something new about myself in return. When we're good, we're good. But when we're bad, your temper is somewhat of a concern. The rage you inflict on my body can sometimes leave permanent damage like a burn. I haven't made it this far unscathed. I've picked up a few scars along the way, but here I am today. I forgive you for your tantrums, just as you forgive me for the many times I do things that trigger you. I promise to try my best to understand you, to love you for what you are, to accept the place that you have in my life. But above all that, I promise to love me, to understand my weaknesses, and to value all my strengths, to applaud my successes and learn from my failures. I promise to be kind to myself during the good times and the bad, and to never give up, even when I feel sad. You may have helped to shape me, but you certainly will not break me. Thank you, Lupus, for entering my life and showing me how incredibly strong I am. I go straight into the next letter, which is Dear World. Dear World, to you I smile, masking my pain for a short while. I've been practicing this mask since I was a child. Is it easier to pretend than to show the world the invisible pain monsters that I face constantly without end? There's a lot going on inside of me. So many symptoms that you can't see. From my brain, to my heart, to my kidneys, to my knees. So when you see me out and about, please don't judge me too quick. I may not look it, but inside, I am very, very sick. The next letter is called Dear Friend. Dear friend, I'm sorry for cancelling on you last minute. My heart was saying yes, but my mind and my body was having none of it. I lose focus sometimes. This feeling is hard to describe. I find it easier just to hide away than to put aside my pride and tell you how I really feel inside. I'm sorry it's taken me months to organize those plans with you. I want to make plans, but then I start to have doubts. What if my body fails? What if I'm down? What if all I want to do is stay indoors instead of hitting the town? Will you be that friend of mine who joins me on the couch? Until my strength resumes again, of which I have no doubt. Some of you are in this room who have patience like a saint. Thank you all for loving me for who I am, instead of forcing me to be someone that I ain't. And finally, dear Lee, for every moment you've been held prisoner by that locked cage, set yourself free and fly away. As you fly, remember that everything you have been through has led you to where you are right now, and it was a necessary part of your journey. Navigate this world with pride and confidence and let nothing hold you back. You were given this weight to carry because you are strong enough, and that's a fact. I feel so much better now I've gotten that out of the way. I feel much, much better. Now I can kind of impress you all with my memory. So, one of the symptoms of lupus is brain fog. Mine is extreme, and I've actually had it since I was a teen, but I didn't know that it was lupus back then. I just knew that my memory was just shocking. I was always confused and forgetting things, but now I come to understand that that's what it was. But since I've joined the scene, I've tried my best to work on my poems and learn them bit by bit. So this is a challenge for me, but I think I've learned 2 of them. So this poem, some of you have heard before. This poem is called You. Okay.
No, you can't.
Alright. I feel like if I don't have it as a comfort blanket, then I'll just do it in it. Alright. Am I a fiend for you? Seriously. What poison have you injected into my soul that has me longing for the things that you do? Constantly craving the high of feeling you deep in me. I'm willing to do the time for this crime. Lock me up and throw away the key. You're my Class A addiction that needs no company. People tell me I should quit, give up on you, act like you don't exist. But that's only if the heart permits, because you see, I've tried to give up on you. I've really tried. But each time, I fail to erase the feelings that I have for you deep inside. I stare at you wondering, how do I erase the memory of your lips? That ever-enticing, delicate feeling of your kiss. Oh, I bite my lips as my mind gets transported to a world that doesn't exist. Your scent is like a drug to me. One whiff of you is like the strongest dose of ecstasy. I am completely wrapped up in thee. A short distance between us, yet I long for your fingers to touch my skin, to travel the roadmap of my body and let my love journey begin. Such a feeling can never be a sin. I'm trapped between heaven and hell, mind over matter. Subconsciously, I'm bound by your spell. I'm confused, can you tell? Regardless, I am drawn into the perfect masterpiece that is you. Like fine art, we come together with elegant grace. Every inch of you falls perfectly into place. Our minds in sync, yet our thoughts distinct. A love like ours is so nearly extinct. But your imprint on my heart leaves a tale to be told. Each memory, a page depicting how our story unfolds. My thoughts are racing whilst our bodies are embracing. So do we add desire or take away the fire to reach the sun where this love expires? Such an outcome would be dire. A significant loss to you, to me, to all that we could be. Stay in the moment, Lee. You've touched parts of me I never knew existed. Unraveled feelings I never before permitted. God damn, you are gifted. You've touched parts of me I never knew existed. Unraveled feelings I never before permitted. God damn, you are gifted. Eyes closed, back arched, head pressed firmly against my favorite part. Your heart. Oh, the things you do to me. You had me from the start. Finally, this overthinking mind of mine has drifted. It's time to allow my body to release its glory, to absorb every inch of this man before me. The weight is lifted, and my soul is irrevocably shifted, thanks to you. Well, this is probably one of the first poems that I did that I really, really felt it like, yeah, like, oh, the bars kicked in. I was like, yeah. So this poem is called Intimacy. Which I've had a lot of messages about people who love this one. I've had requests to make it into a lyric video. I've had requests to do it on a song. Yeah, so enjoy Intimacy if you've not heard it before. Now, you say this, and then you forget the first line.
You got this, you got this. You got this.
Oh yeah, how can I forget the first line? I'm such a weirdo. Right, I'm in it. I'm in the zone, guys. Intimacy. Intimacy. Into me, he sees. All of me. Even the parts that are hard to believe. The ugly parts that I tried desperately not to let him see, yet his eyes bore through me and all is revealed. Open wounds exposing the scars that I thought had healed. He touches me and I melt inside, assuring me he has nothing to hide. He is mine. But that's the funny thing about time, is it can leave you blind to things that are visible within the mind. In this moment, it feels like nothing can come between us, except secrecy. The ultimate destroyer of intimacy, the master manipulator. Can there be anything greater? Yes, let me introduce you to its creator, lies. Secrets and lies to me are two equal words that can often cause a divide. Which order they go in can't be defined. Fact is, they're both intertwined. That invisible thread that ties secrets to lies, or is it lies to secrets? Either way, you try your very best to keep it together before they unravel. Your secrets lie on a bed of deceit, covered by the sheets of mistrust. But that pillow you are comforted by is none other than love. I am not your past, so let me gift you with my present. Look at me. Really, look at me. Did you open me up just to watch me bleed? Because I didn't open up just to watch you leave. All I really wanted from you was intimacy. Not the sexual kind, but the kind that penetrates the mind. But what good is that mind if it's incapable of trust? You want me to bear all to you, but then you disbelieve the naked truth. I am loyal to you, committed to you, bear to you. But now, I'm uncertain of you. So what do I do? Now I saved this piece till last because it's heavy, and I know after all that sauce you're going to be thinking, damn, but it's very important to me as well. So I thought about what it is I want to achieve from life, and one of the most important things to me is now lupus awareness and also mental health awareness. As someone who's gone through a very, very dark time in life, I think it's really important that I show people that you can go through the darkness and come to the light. Like, when you're stuck in the darkness, it's so easy for you to stay stuck in it and not see anything beyond it. But I am proof you can come beyond it. So this poem is a new poem. I've just written it. And yeah, this is talking about an incident that happened 5 years ago, but it's the first time I'm properly talking about it. So trigger warnings is suicide. That's the trigger warning. So if it's gonna, trigger anybody, please feel free to leave. That's okay. But yeah, this is called Journey Back to Me. Let's go. This is gonna take a lot out of me, but wish me luck. Okay, I want to take you all on a journey with me, traveling back in time to a very different me that ultimately led to this version that you now see. Tell me, can you handle it? Yep. Yeah. Okay, so let's go there. Let's journey down this road to a place that causes me such anxiety and fear. It's a dark and lonely place with no laughter or cheer, no one there that I hold dear. If I begin to untangle the knots that have held my heart captive, will you embark on this rescue mission with me, or will you save yourself and flee? 2020, vision, not the year, but just as catastrophic. I just want to make things clear. This is more than optics, but will your eyes believe what it sees when I display my pain in all its ugly glory? Will you still adore me? So I ask again, can you handle it if I go there with you? I'm going to strip naked and bare my soul for you to see. I do this not knowing what your response will be, or how you will take stock of the reality that I'm about to share with you. But one thing you can bank on is the fact that this account I'm about to give you is 100% true. So let me take you back to a time when life meant nothing to me. The doctors called it depression. I called it a living, breathing horror movie. I can't even pretend. I just wanted this nightmare on Elm Street to end. Where was Freddy when I needed him? These pills had failed me, and the likelihood of death was slim. But I didn't give in. I survived another day to try another way. Come what may, I was determined to win, so let this sequel begin. Freddy versus Jason. A clash between two potentially deadly forces, yet no matter how grim the process, pills and alcohol eventually failed, and still my life prevailed. All they caused was a graphic mess of vomit and distress. I was taken to a safe place and instructed to rest. Yet my mind wouldn't sleep. This nightmare movie was stuck on repeat. A vicious combination of thoughts in my head, non-stop reminders of fear, failure, and constant dread. I had to escape. This had to end. So I left this safe place, determined to try again. This time, I would use the triple threat. Let's throw Michael into the mix. This was about to become a real slasher flick. There was no way that this wouldn't do the trick. losing consciousness, I thought, surely this was it, right? Surely, surely. Surely not, as I opened my eyes from an unfamiliar hospital bed, reminded that yet again, I had somehow navigated my way through this battlefield of life versus death. I've picked up some physical scars along the way. These war wounds were here to stay, a permanent reminder of the epic battle I had just been through. I was a soldier that had survived the most extreme mental warfare, but the divine powers that be had kept me here for this moment. To show me what I couldn't see back then, that I am special, I am loved beyond words, and that I have a purpose in this world far greater than my eyes could see. My journey to self-discovery was not easy, believe me. I had to open up completely and release all the demons that had been silently tormenting me. This process has taken me years, but it has healed me. But remember, just because I've left my depression behind doesn't mean I feel happy all the time. Balancing my mental well-being is a daily task. If I neglect my mind, things can deteriorate so fast. So I remind myself daily that I am exactly who the universe intended me to be. And my past is simply a small part of my overall life story. I am a queen, a divine being with so much talent yet to be seen. So thank you all for traveling with me, for being there in my time of need. I am sure every person in this room and out there has learned something about me, learned something new about me today, something hidden in plain sight that they could not see. I have waited 5 years to get these words off my chest, to be at a place where to be at a place in life where I worry less and let God do the rest. Because it is at this place that I can truly say, I will give you all my very best.